I'll handle it.
Yeah.
Okay. I am changing. Alright, you're good to go.
Okay, we are here with Overlord, Escape from Nazarick. Welcome back again to Anime Speedrun Festival. I am Chikado X, aka Chikado Extra. I was on here for some earlier runs, but we're covering, yet again, a anime speedrun game, this time live, which is pretty cool. We're here once again with Midori. Say hi, Midori.
Hi, I'm Mega Alexel. You saw me for the past few runs I was here on.
Hey. And much like Ainz, the main character of the series, my computer was acting up pretty crazy, but I've come back from the dead to be able to commentate on today's speedrun just in time.
And I have not slept since the last time you saw me. So you are ready for some extra hilarious commentary?
Yeah, we're both more or less undead right now, so very on theme, very on topic with the series.
Hope you like Metroidvanias, because, oh boy, that was a surprise for me to find out the genre for this game last minute.
Yeah, no, like with the series like Overlord, like, do you automatically think Metroidvania? Not a lot of people do.
No? You'd think roguelike or RPG.
The other thing to note, too, is we're playing a game with a character that some people may like for some reasons, but also may hate for other reasons, because we're not playing as the Overlord. No, the Overlord is the main boss man of the game. We're actually playing a character who might have done a few things to some of the Overlord's friends that we don't agree with because they were the protagonist, but now the antagonist is the protagonist here.
It's semantics.
Yeah. It's
anyway,
playing on different perspectives. So
our runner this time around is the wonderful Mailer Demon, or Damon, whatever tickles your fancy.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a countdown and get right into the run when we are ready. Are you ready, guys?
Are you ready to rumble?
Okay, so I will be doing the countdown, and we will begin after it is done. Okay, so let's get this show started. 3, 2, 1, go! We begin. So here we have Clementine already gaining their weapons, starting up with the game, jumping over the undead into the throne.
Normally when you start out a Metroidvania, your first trick would, I don't know, be to attack the enemies, if Castlevania's taught me anything. But speaking of Castlevania, this game is, as I mentioned, a Metroidvania, so if you've played anything like Symphony of the Night, or Aria of Sorrow, or Super Metroid, or anything that might seem even remotely familiar, hell, Dead Cells and Hollow Knight fall in that same category. So you would feel right at home with a game like this.
Yeah, no, it's very indicative of those titles you mentioned. Very modern Metroidvania style. A lot of good platforming, too.
And what's a good Metroidvania without some platforming, some grinding, some item collecting?
Yeah, I was about to say, item collecting is like a big aspect of it.
Some could say it's the name of the game. Just not really. Oh,
Yeah,
did I
that's
mention
why we call it
backtracking?
Metroidvania.
There's also a lot of backtracking if a certain other one has taught me anything. We don't talk about Portrait of Ruin. So yeah, they're just... Oh, go on?
No, well, what I was going to say is that this, if you're wondering where this fits in and stuff, basically, after our main character's demise, they have been revived, and suddenly they are in Nazarick, trying to escape this whole building. But they keep on running into all the crazy undead creatures.
So, basically, you're just pillaging through Nazarick, or whatever the name of this location is, and just building up
they're
your
the
strength
inner
to take
chambers.
down the big man himself.
Yeah, they're skillfully dodging like the minor skellymen right there. They're just
Yeah,
navigating
no kidding.
for sure. Like yeah, like look at that. They're ready to slash, but they're just item gathering. They're like obtaining all of the treasures within the castle walls.
Mhm.
Oh, there you go. Now you get some combat.
Yeah, now we're getting into some actual combat. You
Yeah,
just
this
got
is unavoidable.
simple attacks, and yeah, I wasn't joking about the Symphony of the Night comparison, because the weapons are kind of like that. I believe there's also spells that are akin to the Dark Metamorphosis and all that other stuff. There's probably some similar techniques too. Oh, did we mention the category? Yeah, this is easy any percent, by the way.
Yeah. It's all mainly in like the displays and stuff. I'm pretty sure like retroactively if folks are watching this, they'll like know exactly what kind of run this is. But yeah, no, for those at home, that's what's been
Yeah, for
going on
those
over here.
who
Keeping score at home.
didn't want to, squint the screen. But to acknowledge what Braderfield and Fanciful Unicorn are saying in chat, yes, ledge grabbing in a Metroidvania is an instant 5 out of 10. And yeah, no, I was surprised too that this game was a Metroidvania.
Yeah, I mentioned it to you before, and it's like saying, no, this one's actually a Metroidvania.
And I think what I immediately just said was, say less, I'm sold.
Because often, Overlord, like, it starts off as, one of those trapped in an MMO isekai type series. A lot of them end up being like RPGs or action RPGs or something like that. And then this one for its game, it's like, no, it's a Metroidvania. Like, oh, okay.
Okay, but how many Metroidvanias do you know that have parkour built in?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no, this is like definitely they're aiming for like a lot of parkouring, platforming, wall jumping. It's also kind of like a little bit of Strider in it. Strider, Hiryu.
Which one?
You know which one.
Now, we talking about the classic Strider, the NES Strider, and
then you got the
newer
remake
one?
Strider. Yeah, no, you got that one in there.
See, okay, the simple answer would have been yes.
Yeah.
Because that was a trick question.
Just keeping things entertaining for those at home.
Do you think that giant sword and just set of armor are really hard to clean?
Probably.
Oh yeah, picking a lock with your sword, that's never ended badly for some.
Oh, there you go, checkpoint. Wonder what that could possibly mean in these types of games.
Suddenly,
Oh,
goblins.
Bye, goblins.
Weapons on the wall. I wonder if that's going to be a gimmick of some kind. Suddenly,
Oh,
giant armored
hey.
jump scare.
Yeah, here we go. Armored enemy.
Ah, yes, my favorite enemy, the Nazarick Elder Garter. I definitely know what that is.
Clementine's definitely doing some Scrooge McDuck.
I was gonna say she was pulling a page out of Adventure of Link's Link, but that works too.
Yeah, or Shovel Knighting.
Actually, did we acknowledge Shovel Knight being a Metroidvania? Because technically it is.
We did now.
Oh, and how could I fail to mention The Messenger? Though, then again, that game is more like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah,
in
that's
its
true. I
DNA,
mean, like,
so.
some games have a lot of elements taken from other ones, like mixed genre. Oh, we're fighting combat mage right now.
And our first boss here appears to be Yuri Alpha, the one who totally is normal about a lot of things, unless I'm thinking of somebody else.
Yeah, one of the Pleiades combat maids of the series. She's got glasses.
That means she's smart.
Yes. Well, and there they go.
So you guys know the internet meme of the Ash baby? That's what that reminds me of.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly glowing particles.
Something tells me something's going on there, because they wouldn't easily get so defeated like that. Hmm.
I haven't watched the series in a few years, so I honestly don't remember most of the characters. Oh, I'm right there with you.
Hey, I'm like down in the weeds with the Overlord series. Like, they're getting a movie pretty soon too, actually.
You know, that shouldn't surprise me, but it does surprise me, just a tad, because I don't know, it strikes me as an anime that you wouldn't be interested in for some reason.
Is it because it's fantasy rather than like something tech-wise?
I never said that.
Wow, some folks might be thinking that, because I'm known for like knowing a lot of stuff in like mecha anime, but no, I know a lot of things about like traditional fantasy. Definitely isekais. That's definitely the thing I'm into.
Mm-hmm.
Plus crossovers, and Overlord has crossed over with a lot of Kodakawa anime.
Oh yeah, like that. It's also crossed over with a lot of just isekai stuff in general.
Yeah.
Like
one of the pillars of Isekai Quartet.
You literally reached into my mind for that.
Yay, there you go.
But now, thanks to these...
I think they also did a recent crossover with Imminence of Shadow as well, so... There you go.
I want to say I know what that is, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't.
It's another Isekai anime.
Oh, is that the one where people keep quoting that one soundbite from?
Could be, yeah.
This is the part where you say, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
See, I know you want me to say that, which is why I'm saying something else. Ooh, weapon upgrading, there you go.
Ooh!
Weapon and item foraging, throwing the souls in there. That's a little bit of some Onimusha in there, like, for the souls for the upgrades.
Actually, what was the first game to do that?
It's a very good question, because are we talking about in 3D or 2D or...
Either, really, because like
okay,
what's the first game that comes to mind when you think of a system like that, besides maybe Onimusha?
Well, I mean, you get kind of like the orbs from Devil May Cry, that's a thing.
Yeah, because like the first thing that comes to my mind is Devil May Cry or God of War, but the only one where it's like, oh yeah, orbs upgrade your weapons in real time, then that would be God of War.
Mm. Well, I'm also thinking of the soul absorbing aspect too, because like that's Onimusha where they have the gauntlets that literally
that's like
souls
that's
after.
Literally just a mechanic in that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to a Metroidvania, the only game I can think of that does that is Hollow Knight, but it's not for weapon upgrades, it's for healing.
Yeah, you're right.
And just
that's
the ball
pretty
and
solid platforming right there.
Yeah, the ball and chain just being embedded into a wall, I've never seen it used like that. Like, you would think, oh, I'm gonna swing it around, use it as
trigger to climb, wow.
Yeah, you actually have to press a button to climb. It's like the game wants you to pay attention.
So for those curious, this game is available on both PC and also Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you think this would be multi-platform, but nope, just PC and Switch.
I'm pretty sure at some point if they end up like remastering it, then they'll probably put it on like every platform.
Well, the game came out like 2 years ago. So a remaster this soon would be kind of...
You say that, but then, like, again, like, for all we know, they might make, like, a #2 or some kind of, like, larger pack. Like, this could be, like, a test bed for, like, you know, like the engine or making the game.
True. I also would like to point out that if you are interested in acquiring this game, on Steam at least, I can only speak for Steam because that's what I have right in front of me, there's currently a special promotion that ends 29 hours from now. The game is currently 60% off. You can get it for $11.99 as opposed to the usual $30.
Yeah, $11.99 USD. So change that to whatever currency equivalent you have.
Convert that to... Yeah. Now, I can't say the same for the Nintendo eShop page, but I would imagine there's also a promotion of some kind going on.
And this is actually published by Kadokawa, anime, their game studio, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty rare occurrence and stuff, because usually, they have a couple games that they do publish, but rarely is it for, one of their actual anime properties in the West. Because, there's a whole bunch of copyright stuff going on here. But no, this was actually published in the West as well.
Yeah, the only other game from this publisher that I actually know of is Ninja Slayer Neo. And that's about it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with them from the Darius games.
Yeah, but of course, that game's not even out yet. It's planned to come out this year, though.
Ooh.
Oh, pretty much everything on their...
Max.
Yeah, pretty much everything on their catalog right now is on sale.
Yep. I do believe because there is Golden Week sales still happening.
Yep. Golden Week is most certainly a thing.
So a lot of Japanese games usually go on sale around that time.
There was a game earlier that was published by another manga studio. I believe that was Blood Will Tell. Yeah, that was. Who was the? Hang on, I had that page in front of me. It was I don't remember. The name is on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, no, that was yeah, it was Tezuka's studio.
Oh, okay.
No, Tezuka Production, that was it.
Yeah, there you go. It's literally the name of the person.
Yeah, it's the name. How could I forget the name of the father of manga?
Yeah.
I have so many games in my Steam library that I haven't played. Quit tempting me. No, that's what I do.
Yeah,
I tempt people with a good time.
Mode. Even more so because I have a Steam Deck, so a lot of them it's well, time to get more things for the Steam Deck library. Because now it's portable.
Oh yes, more things to add to my collection.
Yeah,
as long as you have the storage for it.
It's a game of shuffling. All right, what do I want installed right now? So many stuff. Works out pretty well. Again, if folks are looking for a thing that can run some modern PC games that just works, and then you can have it portable and also apply in desktop mode. Very good options. Wonderful
segue from the Steam Deck comment, because I would like to point out that if you happen to own one of those and want a nice Metroidvania on the go, this game is verified.
Oh, hey, there you go.
So...
I might actually just have to pick this up at some point.
Yeah.
It's been on my list of I need to get this game because I am a very big fan of Overlord. I just haven't done it yet because a lot of video games out there, only so much funds to get all of them. But with the sale going on, now might just push me over to go pick it up for Steam.
This is why people wait for sales. Oh, anyway, that was Neburo Gama, or
another one of the Pleiades maids.
Yeah, was in strong quotations here.
Or are they? Because I don't know. Because I don't know. They keep on showing crazy, mysterious, destroyed sprites. Is that them or something else? We'll just have to see.
It was all a dream.
It ought to be some kind of crazy trickery going on here. Because again, the character that we're watching right now, Clementine, she was like a bad guy that popped up, but then was swiftly eliminated. A little bit spoilers for her episode, but that's literally the plot of this game, where she's suddenly revived and trying to escape.
Yeah, there is some foolery of the Tom variety at stake.
So it's hard to tell what exactly the situation is. But the scenario was, like, looking it up, it was actually done by the creator of Overlord, so...
Yeah, so when you have the original mastermind behind the property for your project, it's usually in good hands.
Mm-hmm. Also no stranger of making, like, hey, this is another universe spin-off type deal with a lot of their stuff, so... Is that the case here? Is this main canon? Is this its own thing? All very good questions.
Canon? Head canon? You be the judge.
Because if I recall correctly, because I've seen playthroughs of this before, all are viable theories. And
Yeah?
could theoretically fit in within the continuity, barring a few things, but we'll see that as we get through it, because we're only a few minutes in.
Was that a comically large hamster I just saw?
Yes, that is a natural, legit character in the series.
I love him. Suddenly, lizard men!
Which is also a big cut within the series. Season 2 of Overlord, am I right, guys?
I'm only aware of Season 3 because Myth and Roy did a cover for that one.
Ah, okay. There you
Or
go.
not a cover, did a song for it.
Legit,
Oh,
though, like...
The surprise third commentator agrees.
You're a cat.
Yeah, on my end, if you hear a certain funky Oreo, that's my cat. She likes to yap a lot.
Dash evades. I was like, now, like, we're really going to the Metroidvania, because now we're just literally morph balling, kind of.
You call that morph falling?
Yeah, I mean, they're spinning into kind of like a circular thing just to get through, like, a small gap right there. Which effectively is also kind of like Mega Man sliding, if you think about it.
Okay, but have you ever seen Mega Man just curl into a ball, though?
Not directly.
I mean, the only one that I can legitimately see curling into a ball, for some odd reason, is Axel.
Yeah, no, I can see it. Especially if it's like an enemy that already is like a ball or something, and they have that transformation ability.
Yeah? What do you want? She's just staring at the screen. I guess she's just here now.
Okay.
And now she's gone.
Yeah, oh, okay, I was about to say, we're gonna need to put an addendum on the commentation names. Gotta give them proper credit. You got proper credit right there, you know?
Unfortunately, we're a package deal. Metroid Man. Oh yeah, that's... You know, I'm surprised I've never seen fan art of that.
You're
Now,
right.
I've seen fan art of Mega Man wearing Samus's power suit, but never of just... You know what? Someone needs to make a Metroid Robot Master.
That would be pretty badass.
And for the attack, it would just be latching onto their opponent and just going, "Now I've got your power!"
Yeah, that do be the Mega Mans. Oh, we're getting arrow goblins now.
Oh yeah, she's just tucking and rolling.
Notice how, like, they're using the Morning Star right there and just completely ignoring the weapon there, because that'll, like, swap it out.
Yeah.
They're choosing to use Morning Star this section.
Yeah, I believe the Morning Star is just good for the majority of the run in general.
Now, I want to specify this is indeed a morning star, not a flail. A lot of folks get the two confused. The flail is the one where you spin it around. Morning star is just the, the same ball with the spike on it, but like on an actual staff.
Not to also confuse it with the vampire killer, which is technically a flail.
Yes.
Because, yes, we can call it a chain whip, and yes, while that is canonically correct, it's not, weaponally correct. I don't know.
It also depends on the game, because sometimes they show the vampire killer being like a little chain, and
it's
sometimes
rope,
it's like
sometimes
leather.
it's leather, sometimes it's a morning star, a flail, hell, sometimes it's a cross.
Mm-hmm.
So, your mileage may vary, and also the universe, I guess.
It's all over in the Castlevania continuity.
Oh, trust me, like, if that ever came up in a marathon, where would we even begin? Though, the possibility of that happening is low, but never zero.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, hey, it's technically anime adjacent. Oh my god, comically large hamster again.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you count them like, the Netflix series.
Oh, hey, Death Knight.
Sweet.
Bye, Death Knight.
Death Knight just met death, what?
And now we're fighting the comically large hamster.
Oh, there it goes.
Comically large hamster, no!
That's a lot of energy. Gained a little bit of mana. Oh, I think all that little bit of mana is gonna add up into a lot of mana, don't you think?
I don't know, I think it just turned into a... whatever that is.
Stuff for upgrades.
Yeah, what you said.
Checkpoint.
Suddenly, Rush USA.
Dense forest supper. So this is still within, like the tombs of, like, a castle right here, but they have a forest within it.
Didn't Bloodstain do this exact same thing?
A lot of, traditional RPGs have these kind of elements in there. And then
A lot of Metroidvanias do this.
With this being a MMO guild location to prevent raids from happening, totally makes sense. Just the whole castle
what? That checks out.
for the guild hall just also got isekai'd along with the main overlord.
Cat, what are you yapping at? I'm not sure if the stream even hears her from the distance, because we are slightly kind of muffled.
I heard a little bit of it, but I mean, mind you, there's also the game music and whatnot.
Yeah, she's just like on the table next to me, just screaming at me.
Oh, wow.
And she's really loud too, like really loud. So, you think... We heard you like castles, so we put a castle inside of your castle.
While a cat watches.
I don't know, I think she heard me talking smack about the comically large hamster. Or rather, my appreciation.
Animals hearing about animals.
They say the hills have eyes, but so do the cats. Oh yeah, just vaulting over obstacles. God, I wish I were that nimble.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Like, can you imagine the crazy shenaniganry at play?
Yeah, right? That's usually like when it comes to like RPGs or like even tabletop stuff. I usually go for like rogue type characters. They like the stealth and the agility.
Yeah. Suddenly, Lizard Man was like...
Fireball.
Fireballs, yum!
Oh man, you open up that can of worms.
Hey, there are many can of worms that I will open in the sake for a funny gag. Big Zam was one of them. Fireballs had to be the second.
But you don't want to be telling the story of Overlord as a bedtime story for Yoshi.
Yeah, I don't think he'd understand, to be fair.
Yeah. Tell Yoshi bedtime story now. Alright, well, we're gonna tell you about the skeleton man.
And that's the entire plot of Overlord!
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Mario's just, like, in the distance, listening, like,
what?
Luigi, I gotta ask. What does any of that have to do with a dinosaur falling asleep?
Yes, for a bedtime story, Mario.
Meanwhile, Yoshi's just, like, conked out, like, see? It even worked!
Didn't even get to season 3 yet.
I didn't even go over the funny stuff.
Probably, like, happened during all the lizard man politics of season 2.
Oh god, do we even... Don't remind me. Like, that's like the only context I have to the anime, is a friend was telling me about it. I was asking, like, oh yeah, like, the 3rd season just came out, like, what are you... Like, what's the most interesting thing that would get me hooked on this? He's like, well, do you like lizard people politics? I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, there's like...
season 2 and 3.
Yeah, there's like a group of monsters that just go over like all this stuff, and you'd think it's boring, but some of it's really entertaining, and I'm just over here like, okay, I don't believe you. Then I watched a clip, and I was like, oh my god, I believe you.
Yeah, no, it actually is pretty interesting.
It is... It's so... dumb, but it's the good kind of dumb.
It's the kind of stuff you don't think about in some fantasy things until you actually see it in front of you, like, oh yeah, they would have to have some kind of, like, stuff going on here for politic-wise.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of this stuff, it's like, hey, you're having an isekai into a fantasy setting, and there's all these already established factions and organizations and stuff. So, the interfering protagonist will have to deal with all those types of things.
There's like 2 other animes that I can think of that have like its own like system like that. Only one of those 2 are actually entertaining. Of course, it's Naruto and Attack on Titan. Which, ironically enough, both second seasons for Overlord and not Naruto, Attack on Titan just have nothing but that. It's weird. Anyway, you guys like cockroaches? Because here's a giant one.
Oh boy. It's almost like there's like a main type character that may be a bug themselves.
Oh, also, I don't know what the term is for it, but if you have a fear of bugs, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point right there. Yeah, because in case you didn't know, lot of monsters, a lot of fantasy monsters, a lot of different things on there. I mean, we got like were animals and bug people.
Overlord be nasty.
It's almost like they base their characters off of, like, usually depicted bad guy characters. And that's an important plot point for the show, for all the characters that were originally part of the MMO and his guild crew. Trying to be not so subtle about that being an actual major plot point. Them purposely playing out the bad guy role.
Imagine that.
In case you're wondering, like, hey, why they choose all this horrific type of characters?
Because why not?
They wanted to go against the usual norm. of choosing good-looking protagonist characters
anyway,
when they
here's
play a
Zeta.
video game. Oh yeah, here you go.
She's kind of zippity day all day,
Dodging and diving.
and chowing down on.
Oh, going
that's
on full spider web there.
wonderful. Man, this reminds me of that one boss from Devil May Cry 3, and that's not a good thing.
Now there's always a spider-type enemy in Devil May Cry.
I'm not referring to the spider. I'm referring to the centipede.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know the one you're talking
The
about.
one that's weak to Cerberus.
You gotta wait for it to go through the tunnel and you keep on.
Ah!
Zoom.
Naming a character "Touch Me" is peak character design. I didn't even
Yes.
notice. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, no, there's a character named that.
That is absolutely outrageous. Cold air from the floor. I wonder if that'll be important later. Oh my
Glacier
god,
floor.
suddenly a glacier. Are we sure we're still inside a castle?
Yes. These are all established floors as per Overlord canon. You destroyed the snowman.
How dare she?
Yeah, you don't want to be in this frozen area. like you hear songs about snowman, but then all of a sudden you see a crazy lady twirling in blades.
I know the answer here is going to be anime logic, but how the hell is she not freezing?
Magic.
There's always that, huh?
See, I wanted to say something other than anime logic here because technically true. Yeah, no, they got magical capabilities. Same thing
It's
why
like-
they're not taking any damage and stuff from the lightning or the fire right there.
You know,
They
I didn't
bumped
even
up their
notice.
elemental resistance.
I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out just now.
Yeah, from all those upgrades earlier, they spec them out in a way where they wouldn't be taking damage from the elements.
That is so nutty.
So there's definitely like aspects for the speedrun here of like how you optimize your upgrades. Because they're just like going through a lot of the hazards without taking any damage at all.
That's like my favorite thing about watching speedruns of Metroidvanias is that just seeing the perfect synergy and optimizations that the runner just does.
Yeah,
is
finding
ju-
like the exploits to like a lot of the game
Right.
mechanics as well.
It's just it tickles that spot in my brain that makes me want to do this myself, but then I look at my hands and I'm like, you are not nimble enough for this. That doesn't
Yeah, I
mean you
feel
still
that
can't watch and
sometimes.
enjoy it though.
As someone who plays like a lot of fighting games, I enjoy the fighting games, but whether or not I can actually do the combos.
Oh
is another
god,
story.
don't even get, it's worse for fighting games because every time I see somebody just getting their hat handed to them, I'll just be like, no, head handed to that's the word I'm looking for.
Mm.
It's like, oh, you wanted to do this? Pathetic.
Well, that's why a lot of them these days they have like a modern control feature where it's like, hey, this may be complicated for like some casual players out here, or for some folks who have like issues with inputs. So now all you have to do is just like press these two buttons and bam, you can do it.
Yeah, but then that makes the loud people go like, oh, but it's ease of access. Hey, it's so more people can get into it.
Exactly. And even then, they usually have like some compromises where it's like, okay, you can do it a lot more easily than doing the actual input, but like sometimes it's like at a reduced, like damage effect or something.
Yeah, the example of which I can think of is, I don't know, any SNK game ever?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Stuff with auto combos and
like
whatnot.
1 or 2 Street Fighter games?
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 added it in like a simple control scheme too.
Oh yeah. And that game already had like easy enough combat to understand anyway, so it's like it didn't even need it, but it still helped.
Yeah, it's still there for like easy access for people to like pick up.
Hi, kitty. You being weird?
Going through the ice bridge there. Yeah, don't worry. They're just gonna let you lockpick there. The goblins are all just watching. Like, should we do anything? Nope, they already touched the door.
Yeah, shouldn't we be stopping her? I don't know. She's already got it open, dude. It's a lost cause.
Oh, here we go. This is another lockdown area. Undead bear.
Oh, hey, it's totally not Wizrobe.
Opening.
Suddenly, I just made every Zelda fan present in chat just go, ugh, which Wizrobe are you referring to? To which I respond, yes, because they all suck.
Also, not to be confused with the character Wiz from a completely different anime that the series has crossed over with.
Yeah, not to be confused with that. Well, I don't know. Is his name short for wizard?
Basically.
And is he actually a wizard and not some mad scientist?
Funny enough, it'd be another lich. Like how the main
okay.
character in this is, Ainz.
Oh, he's a lich? I thought he was just a skeleton overlord.
Ra-da-da-da-da-da. That'd be a completely different title. They just named it Lich. The series. He's overlording. Oh, there you go. There's a regular weapon, the stiletto. Switching out from the Morning Star into the stiletto now.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I thought I was misreading that.
Hmm?
As like the moment I saw the name of the weapon pop up, I'm like, there's no way and there's no shot that says stiletto.
Yeah, no, that's her usual weapon. That's when she first appeared. Doing it.
Who? Okay.
Oh, that's also another one of the main generals. Instead of playing one of the maids, you're actually seeing one of the main generals of Nazarick.
Well, we were seeing one of the main generals.
We were. But then again, look at that, like, defeat animation. Like, what's with the scaling on there? Are we sure this is them, or what's happening? They keep changing when they get destroyed like that.
What's going on here? One of my favorite things that Metroidvanias do is when you jump, you just curl into a ball. In my mind, without fail, it's always just speed.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, hey, they're frozen today.
I wonder how long that'll last.
Enough to start platforming on them.
Thanks for the facelift.
Ice balls.
Cries while trying to input Ivy's special attack. Oh yeah. But then again, SoulCal inputs are usually relatively easy.
Yeah, like, some 3D fighters usually have it a lot easier than, 2D fighters.
It also depends on the entry of said 3D fighter.
Yeah.
Where it's like, for example, I'm gonna use Naruto as an example because I was on one of those runs today.
Yeah.
There was Clash of Ninja and Ultimate Ninja, which are both 2D fighters, and they have their own combats, their traditional fighting, And then you have Ultimate Ninja Storm, which is full 3D. Typically, it's like one person, two partners, and that's like full control, many inputs, easily spammable. And it's like just depending on the entry, it'll either be easier or more difficult. Another example I can use, another game from this marathon, Inuyasha, the Feudal Combat run. Its combat is relatively easy compared to its predecessor, Feudal Fairy Tale. And yeah, so just depending on the game, inputs are easy, but also speed.
Gotta go fast. How often have you guys heard that throughout the entire speedrun, I wonder? The whole Speedrun Festival. Like, I can't be the only one who thought of that just now, right? For some of these stuff.
What, spin?
No, like, saying gotta go fast.
I don't know, I haven't heard it a single time.
Alright, we might need to take, like, an actual inventory, an actual,
yeah, like, missed opportunity.
Later. Like, by the end of the Speedrun Festival, I gotta know how many people made that reference.
And if people did, I doubt they remember it. Because they either were exhausted by the end of their runs.
It's one of those obligatory references you gotta say when you're doing, like, speedrun stuff, you know? I mean, that's why some folks don't end up saying it, which is why I question everything. Oh, okay, there you go. Like, just defeat the undead dragon, why don't you?
Oh, cool. Let's just have a literal freaking dragon down here. Like, alright.
Yeah, undead dragon, and then just wham, bam, bam, defeated.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Though this ma'am here probably does not say thank you.
They're trying to escape the castle. Which, since my reference earlier, now I just can't think of escape from the city now.
Get castled!
Get out of the castle.
That's an inside joke. If there's any sentient wooden structures present in chat, you know who you are. Sorry to steal your joke.
Fancy. Oh, deliberately making a save, so something important happening here. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Chalter, one of the poster characters of the series.
So that means this fight's gonna actually take some effort, right?
One would think.
That was a very meaty thwack sound.
Wow, that was also like a good like RNG right there on the back right there. Maybe not even RNG. Like they were able to like be in a back exploitable spot to like get all those hits in.
Oh, that was a frame perfect dodge too.
Attacking from behind really was the strat for this one.
Okay, the first boss so far to not go down in a few hits.
Yeah, that actually like spent a little bit of time on that one.
Much time, but still
A little bit more than the other ones we've been running into.
She agrees.
Flow acceleration. Mana.
I wonder if the JP commentators are just hearing the random cat interjections and just going, "What is that?" What? Like we didn't account for animal commentators.
Yeah, no, next Anime Speedrun Festival, we gotta like put a separate section for extra animals on board.
Okay, but if we do agree to that, we're not gonna have my dog Pico on the mic. I cannot trust her.
That's fair enough.
She will just talk a lot of smack. And by talk, I mean Bjork.
Oh no, I gotta refill my water. Cover for me, animal. Can you imagine?
See, you joke, but I've actually done that before. Like, I had to go on intermission, I left my mic unplugged, and I just yelled back, I can't mute! Rugen, entertain the chat! And she just jumps on my desk, goes, meow!
That's all you gotta do when it comes to animals.
Like I said, she's literally we're literally a package deal. And she's about to fall off my desk.
Oh no.
Hey, dude, don't do that. Please behave, father's busy.
Oh, there's room to booby trap, but they seem to be speeding right through it all. So it's not an issue.
So, do you want to know why they call it booby trap?
Yeah.
Because it makes it feel like a boob whenever you get caught.
Oh, there you go. Wordplay origins right there.
I don't know. Every time I hear the word booby trap, I just remember that one Optimus Prime soundbite where it's like, what do you know? A trap that actually catches boobies.
Well, I mean, if that one character illusion we saw a minute ago is any implication, that may be relevant in a few minutes.
I was not expecting you to segue from a boob joke.
I mean, it's on point. It's like very topical.
But from you of all people,
character.
I'm surprised.
For those unfamiliar, I barely talk about these kind of things on my own channel, but I mean, the context of the anime, it kind of...
I mean, given the character, it was a nice segue.
Yes. You know, you all know the character I'm talking about. If you've seen anything for Overlord, it's literally one of the other search results other than the big gigantic skeleton man.
Oh, don't give them any funky ideas.
You guys know what you're up all about? Up and all about? It's like one of the unavoidable things if you talk about Overlord.
Would not be surprised if that character's at the top of a lot of anime crush lists.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it must be nice just being immune to the elements like that.
Right?
I mean, it would also kind of suck. Because then you wouldn't know
Maybe you could still have a sense of what it is, but at the same time, you're not injured by it. You know what I mean? Like, you could still maybe feel that it's cold, but it's not going to be like...
You know, there's literally an anime about a character who doesn't have, like, senses for that sort of thing, and they don't really spend that much time on it, but it would probably just not end well if you didn't have that sense the whole time.
It depends on, like, if you're still able to, like, sense if something's warm or hot, though. Like, if it doesn't, like, detrimentally affect you where it's, like, it does damage to you, but you're still able to get the sense of what it is, then, you know, it might still be okay. It'd be a problem if, like, you can't feel it, but you're still getting, like, damaged.
Yeah.
Because that's a natural thing for, like, some folks out there.
Yeah, that is, like, an actual phenomenon.
But in this
Which is
case,
why it is
they
kind of a
were,
dangerous thing.
Yeah, like, in this case, they're spec'd out in a way where it's, like, it acknowledges it's an element, but they're not being damaged by it. Because, again, that's, like, with the status boost that they have on the character via the soul upgrades.
This is just a convoluted way of saying anime logic. Don't question it.
I mean, that's also just, like, some video game mechanics in general. It's like, hey, I'm wearing this one shoulder piece of leather armor. It somehow gives me minus 10 cold damage for some reason. Why? We have no idea. It's just part of the forging, crafting mechanic.
I'm wearing this really high-spec armor that totally isn't just a metal bra, plus 1,000 defense. Like, okay.
Yeah, like where does the logic in that come in from?
I mean, there's a joke I can make here, but I'm not strong enough to make that joke, and I also don't know if it's stream appropriate. So again, I'm refraining
Fair
from
point. I think, like, for those who want the implications, you got it there. You can craft what you want on that one, but we'll just keep that off the table for today.
that. The stream appropriate version of the joke would be anime logic.
That could be most explanations for a lot of the stuff you see today in Anime Speedrun Festival for some character properties and stuff. Explains a lot of different anime just by saying anime logic.
Whereas like, oh, how does a giant body fit into that small mech?
And yes,
Anime
that was
logic.
a skeleton body pillow.
I'll take 20.
And here we go, Albedo. Albedo.
Yeah,
Fine,
she's
saying there.
totally normal about Ainz, by the way.
Yeah,
Totally
as
normal.
evidenced by the skeleton body pillow. And whoa! Is it over? Yeah, no, that's over. Wow, okay. I think they just defeated them before they could do their ultimate attack. That's speedrunning. Like, legit. Like, they were in the middle of doing, like, about to do, like, a big, devastating super move, but took him out before then.
The execution of that fight was stupendous, while she was down horrendous. I was actually debating on whether I say that or not, because I didn't know if the punchline would land.
Well, they're definitely sidestepping Albedo's fan base by eliminating that quickly.
Hey, yo!
Come on, I'm not the only one thinking about that real quick there. You know who you are.
Ah, yes, the classic nothing is stronger than plot armor. Yep.
Oh, okay, so this is like some precise jumping right here.
Also, I like how the smoke is just a skeleton head trail.
Yeah.
I think that's really neat. I didn't even notice it until just now. Like, imagine just walking in a dark, foggy alley and you just see that and you're like, oh, fuck! like you just run.
Yeah, man. Oh, so you gotta wait for that one to turn.
Oh, he took his sweet... Bye, I guess. He took his sweet time just
Like, okay.
shimmying to the ledge. He's like...
See, now the
Where'd you
platform is getting a little bit more complicated because they have a lot more traps and stuff and like a lot of more little gears in motion.
Hey,
Oh,
so,
Archer.
to all the Castlevania fans in chat, let me ask you this question that you're probably going to hate me for. Do you like clock towers?
Oh, no.
Because this area kind of reminds me of a clock tower. And that's up to you whether it's a good or bad thing, because I know a few people who actually like those sections for some reason. I'm not judging, but I question your methods.
I like the sliding animation. Like, I know we've been seeing that a lot, but I just like the, you know, actual slopes in a platformer.
Oh no, it's very smooth.
Because a lot of times you see a platforming game, no slopes. So when you see actual dedication to slope mechanics, I love it. Oh, save time. Something about this is very familiar. Ah, you don't say.
Suddenly, literal hell.
Right?
Now, are we sure this is still in the castle?
Yes. Despite everything you all see here, this is still within the walls of the castle.
Not gonna lie, I was thinking of the game titled Clock Tower, which I've never played. A timely reference.
No, it's a pretty interesting series.
Yeah, Clock Tower is an interesting series. But also, to circle back to the
like,
Castlevania joke about clock towers, why does Dracula's castle just have a random ass clock tower inside of it? Like why is it there?
I mean, you gotta keep track of time somehow.
Okay, but can't he just have one of those in his throne room? Like just a comically small tower?
How will the minions know about the time though? Then they gotta know what time it is.
Okay, not to be disrespectful to his minions, but do they even know how to tell time?
Depends on which minion.
Yeah,
In a forest.
still a mansion, by the way. Looks like your average boiler room to me.
Hey, those goblins were just eating. Stop disturbing them.
Sorry, speed is key.
Like, hey, we're gonna have some dinner right here, and then all of a sudden, crazy blade lady shows up. Turning them into mana.
Meanwhile, the other ones that we just passed by are just like, no, my basilisk! His name was Johnny!
The ones that get just jumped over instead of being attacked is like, how come he gets the jump over treatment and I'm the one who gets destroyed? Although knowing the series, a lot of these like supposedly generic monsters, like their actual flavor text, they may actually have like names to it.
Oh yeah, they're like actually entertaining.
Yeah, actually named characters. You think that's like generic monster number 7? No, it has a name. If you look at, like,
this
the light
is
novel
Tim
or book
the
or something.
skeleton. Okay, Tim, what's your problem?
I keep breaking my right arm when I swing my sword.
Okay, and how can I help with that?
Do you think I can have a reinforced gauntlet that can help me absorb the recoil?
I don't know why you sound like an 80 movies pro tag, but you know what? Sure.
And there's Clementine literally destroying a troll in a dungeon.
Now, are we sure it's wrong to slay a troll in a dungeon? And there's my obligatory Don Machi joke for today. I will be here all week.
So for those curious, like outside of the actual anime, they actually started doing audiobooks for the series as well, for the original source material. And I believe they have the actual voice of Ainz for the English dub. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of Seiyu and anime love audio dramas.
Yeah, so like if you wanted to like brush up on the actual novel instead of just the anime or the manga, like you could actually just like books by audio now.
Yeah, even if a manga doesn't have an anime in a traditional sense, audio dramas still exist. Like they'll still get like prolific actors to, you know, just do it. And this isn't exclusive to just manga, by the way. Some video games do this too.
Yeah.
A good one that comes to mind is Mega Man. Like there's a lot of Mega Man audio dramas. Specifically for the Zero games. Nothing wrong with that because, you know, there's a lot of story that's not told in those games.
Yeah.
So
like
it makes sense.
Another good example for like video game series, the Halo series has like extensive like lore and novels and stuff to it. Like that happened like on the side in between the games and stuff. Like they have like a ton of like audiobooks. Great.
Yeah, like a good Halo novel to bring up as an example of that is there's a character in Halo Reach named June, who quite famously states, "Dying is lame. I'm out." There's a whole novel explaining how he survived Reach. Spoilers for Reach, I guess.
It's literally in the game description box.
I mean, yeah. But you know you're gonna get the one, dude. Spoilers. The game is as old as my cat is young, which is not by much. Jokes aside, like novelizations and audio dramas for animes and other sources of media are really cool.
And they've been doing a lot of like English version of a lot of like light novel audio book adaptations, which is pretty great.
Oh
like
yeah,
I said,
like
Overlord has one, Konosuba has one, like a lot of like different ones. If you think of a light novel, there's a good chance it's like on Audible. And very strong chance that many of the English voice actors are actually brought back for it.
well, in the event that they actually make a dubbed version of an audio drama, which is not often, but when it does, it's a nice surprise.
Good example would probably be like the Code Geass series just outright published the audio drama CDs.
Oh yeah.
Took place in between the episodes. Like that was like pretty crazy stuff for like the collector's editions back in the day when they released the sets for DVD. Like, hey, here's the actual audio drama CD. Like episode 14.3.
Okay, now I'm curious on what a Dragon Ball audio drama would be like. Would it just be screaming?
Good question, actually. Huh. Well, some action series actually do have audio dramas, and they usually sometimes play in the comedic light.
Oh yeah, they're usually really funny. I'm just making a joke because like people who haven't read or watched the show would just be like, "Oh, is it the show with the blonde people that scream?" I mean, yes, but actually no, they do more than just
a lot of anime,
screaming.
actually.
Yeah, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Callbacks.
I mean, hey, it's better
Like,
than
literally,
my
this
dad.
is a blonde character, like, right here. We're watching one.
Yeah, like, it's better than my dad seeing a screenshot from Dragon Ball and just going, "Is that Cloud from Final Fantasy?" I'm just like, what?
Oh, that's crazy.
I'd like to hear the chapter where Goku charges the Spirit Bomb. The volume would definitely be over 9,000.
Hey, there you go.
Oh,
I'm surprised
yeah.
like you didn't make that reference in the actual Dragon Ball Z run we did earlier.
Wait, which one? I need to charge it.
9,000.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were just making a joke where it's like, did you just hold a grudge?
No. I'm just surprised none of us thought to mention it. Again, it's one of those obligatory references. And hey! Actual,
Oh, hey, look at that!
Titans, right there. We're right here. We're fighting the Overlord. Titans all gold!
Yeah, hopefully he'll put up more of a fight. And literally, Zawardo!
Fighting the Overlord. See if they get the revenge for being killed by them in the main series.
I'm sorry, just the smack sound effect is
Also,
so
noting
funny.
the health bar right there, just in case. Because this is the first time we've seen the character in the red. They're literally fighting the main protag of the series, so if anything was going to send him into red at any point, this would be the one.
Ainz literally said, "Nothing personnel, kid."
HP fully recovered. Okay, they had an HP recovery, and okay,
Ainz is
they're
down.
defeated. So it's not over yet. We still got to escape.
Yeah, we still gotta escape.
With all that mana, though.
time will be the moment the cutscene starts on the fade out.
Which we're actually making pretty good time. We might actually be around 5
And
minutes ahead of
time.
time. Yeah, that's the time right there. If I'm doing the math correctly, we might actually be earlier than the expected time we think we'd finish this.
By 3 minutes? Yeah. Yeah, the in-game time, I think, was 103, while the timer is 107. Now, what's the actual record for this?
Let me actually check that out. Overlord, Speedrun. Not to use the other Overlord stuff. Now we're looking specifically for Overlord. Nazarick.
Yeah, other than that, that was a really solid run from Mailer.
Escape from Nazarick.
Dracula installed a clock tower so speedrunners could check their time.
Okay, so also by Mailer Demon, about 7 months ago. 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 13 seconds. So that's very much on par with what they have. Right
Very
there.
much on pace, yeah.
Yeah, very much on pace. Like almost exactly what we were expecting.
Awesome work from Mailer and great work from you guys on commentary as well. If Mailer would like to let the credits roll, he can. That's perfectly fine. Otherwise, you guys can promote yourselves during this last bit of the run. Is there anything you guys would like to promote, Jakoto and Mega?
You want to go first, or should I go first?
You go first.
Okay,
you
yeah,
usually go
so
more than me.
I do speedruns myself. If you look up on there, Jakoto X or Jakoto Extra. That's JAKATOXTRA. You can find me on socials for either one of those two. I do streams. I'm on twitch.tv/JakotoX and youtube.com/Jakoto Extra and youtube.com/2for you. I do a lot of retro games. I'm a VTuber, so I do things with that too. And yeah, I hop around for moderation on Team 4-Star and also the Speedrun website. So you'll definitely see me around if you keep on catching more of these Speedrun festivals and events and whatnot.
And hello, I'm your other caster, Mega Alexel. That's MEGAALEXIEL. I don't see the commentator thing misspelled. But hi,
It's a live show. It's a live show.
Yeah, it's all right. It's actually really funny.
We'll fix it in post, maybe.
Fixed it there. Maybe they can check it out. They can see it on screen. They can type it up. Sorry
Hey,
about that.
there you go.
Yeah.
It happens.
Introductions aside, I'm a half demon, half glitchy mess VTuber who thinks he knows what he's doing. I do voiceover. I'm a Twitch affiliate.
Same.
I play a lot of retro stuff. As my name entails, I break a lot of games, whether intentionally or not. I'm the best beta tester you've never paid for. No, I did not steal that tagline from another streamer. You can't prove it. I totally did.
Shocker.
I get into a lot of hijinks with other streamers.
Like
me and
myself?
Chikado collab every so often.
Mm-hmm.
And
Me being a Tokusatsu Robot Monkey Mecha Pod Hero VTuber as well.
yeah, you forgot to do your spiel in your little intro.
Yeah, well,
Normally you're so good at that. But no.
Thank you.
But yeah, no. I play a lot of retro stuff. I do a lot of chatting streams, and I do game clearing streams where I play a game from my childhood I never beat or am playing for the first time, and those usually go really well. Glares at Splatoon. And I'm usually live every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Hey.
At no specific set time, but you can find me on Twitch at Mega Alexel. You can find me on Twitter at Mega Alexel98, as well as Blue Sky. And there may or may not be other things linked on Linktree that I think is a thing that you can find. But yeah, just search either of our names and you'll find us.
Yeah, I'm also on the Twitters and the Blue Skies and everything. Pretty much if you just like Google us, we're easy to find.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for the promos, the shout outs, for being here for Mailer Demon Son. Mailer Demon Son, thank you for the run. Very awesome performance. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to transition into DBK Son with Space Battleship Yamamoto.
Which is really good.
Yeah, it's a great
I
game.
love that series and the games.
Super good. You guys should definitely be around for that as well in the stream. But thank you guys once again. We're going to go ahead and get set up. And we'll see you guys next time.